Welcome to the Papilio Effect. I'm your host, Adam. Today, we're exploring one of the most fundamental questions anyone can ask. When does truth actually matter? We often hear phrases like, live your truth, or everyone has their own truth. While those expressions may encourage people to be authentic, they also raise an important question. Is truth something we create, or is it something we discover? There are certainly things that are subjective. Your favorite color, your favorite food, or your favorite movie are matters of personal taste. There is no objectively correct answer. But not every question works that way. Some questions have answers that exist independently of what we believe. If one person says the earth revolves around the sun, and another says the sun revolves around the earth, both opinions cannot be equally true. Reality doesn't bend itself to our beliefs. The universe operates according to facts, whether we accept them or not. Think about how much of our daily lives depends on truth. When you board an airplane, you trust that the engineers designed it according to the laws of physics, not according to personal opinions. When you undergo surgery, you trust that your doctor understands the human body based on years of evidence, research, and observation. Bridges stand because mathematics is true. Medicines save lives because biology is real. GPS systems work because the calculations behind them accurately describe the world. Truth isn't just a philosophical idea. It's the foundation upon which civilization is built. History repeatedly shows us what happens when people ignore reality. Medical treatments once believed to be effective caused tremendous harm because they weren't based on evidence. Entire societies have suffered because leaders ignored facts in favor of ideology or wishful thinking. Progress has almost always begun with someone asking a simple but powerful question. Is this actually true? The search for truth has transformed humanity. It gave us electricity, modern medicine, clean drinking water, satellites, computers, and the internet. None of these breakthroughs happened because someone simply believed hard enough. They happened because people were willing to test ideas, admit mistakes, and follow the evidence wherever it led. One of the greatest obstacles to truth is our own ego. Nobody enjoys being wrong. We naturally defend our beliefs because they become part of our identity. Changing our minds can feel like admitting defeat. But changing your mind when confronted with better evidence isn't weakness. It's intellectual honesty. In fact, the smartest people throughout history weren't those who never changed their opinions. They were the ones who remained open to learning. Albert Einstein challenged long-held ideas about space and time. Charles Darwin changed our understanding of biology. Countless scientists have corrected previous generations as new evidence emerged. Knowledge grows because people are willing to say, perhaps I was mistaken. Truth also matters far beyond science. Think about your personal relationships. Friendships depend on honesty. Marriages rely on trust. Families fall apart when deception replaces truth. Businesses earn customer loyalty by being truthful about their products and services. Courts exist because justice depends on determining what actually happened, not simply what people wish had happened. Without truth, trust cannot survive. Today, however, finding truth has become more challenging than ever. We live in an age of endless information. Every minute, millions of videos, articles, posts, and opinions are shared online. Unfortunately, more information doesn't automatically lead to more understanding. Social media platforms often reward content that captures attention rather than content that is accurate. Emotional headlines spread faster than careful research. People naturally seek information that confirms what they already believe, creating echo chambers where opinions are reinforced instead of challenged. That's why critical thinking has become one of the most valuable skills anyone can develop. Before accepting a claim, ask yourself, what is the evidence? Where did this information come from? Is the source reliable? Could there be another explanation? What kind of evidence would change my mind? These questions don't make you cynical. They make you thoughtful. Searching for truth also requires humility. No one knows everything. Every single person has blind spots, biases, and limitations. The goal isn't to win every argument. The goal is to become a little closer to reality than we were yesterday. Imagine if everyone approached disagreements with curiosity instead of hostility. Instead of asking, how can I prove I'm right? We asked, how can I discover what's actually true? Conversations would become opportunities to learn rather than battles to win. Truth isn't always comfortable. Sometimes it challenges traditions. Sometimes it forces us to admit mistakes. Sometimes it requires us to let go of ideas we've held for years. But avoiding the truth has never changed reality. It has only delayed our understanding of it. The world doesn't become flatter because someone believes it is. Gravity doesn't stop working because we deny it. Facts remain true whether they are popular or unpopular. Perhaps that's what makes truth so remarkable. It doesn't ask for our permission to exist. As we continue navigating a world filled with competing voices, sensational headlines, and endless opinions, perhaps the greatest question we can ask ourselves isn't, "What do I want to be true?" but rather, "What is actually true?" Because if truth matters when designing airplanes, treating diseases, building bridges, solving crimes, and understanding the universe, then it also matters when we form our own beliefs about the world. Reality doesn't adjust itself to our opinions. Our opinions must adjust to reality. Thank you for listening to the Papilio Effect. If today's episode made you think, consider sharing it with someone who enjoys asking difficult questions and exploring ideas that shape our understanding of the world. Until next time, stay curious, keep questioning, and never stop searching for the truth.